Alright, welcome to question 6. Consider the line containing the points C, 2, 9, and D, negative 1, 4. What is the slope of the line? What is the equation of the line in point slope form? Select one answer choice for question A and select all correct answer choices for question B. Okay, since they did not give us a graph, we cannot see any other points on this line yet unless we were to draw it out. So there are going to be two options for question B because we have the point C at 2, 9 and the point D at negative 1, 4. So let's go back through and find our slope. This one does give us our 2 points, so this is when I would use the slope formula, which is m equals the vertical change, which is represented by our second y coordinate minus our first y coordinate, divided by our second x coordinate minus our first x coordinate. So we just want to label point C or point D as our first point, and it doesn't matter which one. So I'm just going to label point C as my first point, so that's x1, y1, and D is going to be x2, y2, to find the slope. This is just to find the slope. So wherever y2 is, we're going to replace it with D's y coordinate, which is 4, minus y1, which is our point C's coordinate, y coordinate, which is 9. x2 is saying, again, our x coordinate from our second point, which is negative 1, and x1 is the x coordinate from our first point, which is 2. So then we're going to simplify this, and we're going to have 4 minus 5, which is negative 5, and a negative 1 minus 2 is a negative 3. Now, just like a negative number times a negative number simplifies to a positive number, a negative number divided by a negative number simplifies to a positive number. So this is going to be 5/3. So our slope is 5/3. So I'm just looking for 5/3 right off the bat. And then now we're moving on to another section. So now we're going to be replacing wherever you see m in point slope form. We're going to replace that since our m is our slope and we found that to be 5/3. So now in this we have 2 given points. So we're going to use those 2 given points for our coordinates. So this, when we're finding our equation, this is going to be x1, y1, because it's our point. It's the point on the line. So y1 is 9, so I'm going to replace wherever y1 is with 9, and x1 is 2, because it's the x coordinate, so I'm going to replace that with 2. That is the equation we would have for this line at that point. So again, now we have another point on the line, which is point D, so this would be x1, y1 for the equation of the line at point D. So y1 is a negative 1. So y minus a negative 1 can be simplified down to plus 1. And I apologize, that is incorrect because the y coordinate is 4. So y1 is going to be replaced with the y coordinate, which is 4. x1 is the x coordinate, which is going to be replaced with negative 1. So x minus a negative 1 is going to be plus 1. So that is the equation at that point for this line. So notice, remember from the questions back, it is still going to represent one line. We're just creating 2 different equations because we're at 2 different points on that line. So I'm looking for y minus 9 is equal to 5/3 times x minus 2, which is right there, and I am looking for a y minus 4 is equal to 5/3 times x plus 1, which is right there.